6th. We're going to talk about all sorts of things. Today was the 1-year anniversary since my wife and I saw our house for the first time. And you'll hear about that. And it's hard to keep doing this. We're going to talk about TV and movies and the end of Vikings and the end of The Americans, only for the seasons. Neither of those shows are over. We're going to talk about Big Hero 6. We're going to talk about the original Bioshock. We're going to talk a little bit of MGS. We're going to talk a little bit about stuff that I'm going to look over and see. Like, we're going to talk about my eyes are all white and blurry. House stuff. Being outside and raking and sleeping in different parts of the house. And dog stuff and tick stuff. And seeing an old friend. Also about MacGyver. And Mad Men and Game of Thrones. And another Channel 101 thing I'm doing. I wrote a couple episodes this week I'll tell you about. And I saw an old friend from high school who's been doing stuff at Princeton and stuff at the IO Writers Workshop and stuff at Harvard and stuff at the New Yorker, and it was really cool to see her, and I'm just going to tell you about that now. And that's really cool, you know, when you see someone you haven't seen in a really long time and they're still exactly the same person you remember and they're still really cool and you still want to hang out with them, and that's really nice. And we had lunch at a place that was a totally random suggestion from someone in my office that I thought I'd never been to before, but it was actually a place that I went to a couple years ago when I saw her brother. Funny how that happens sometimes. I saw her doing some poetry at a cool little bookshop in Brooklyn called Mellow Pages. My first time riding the subway in a really long time. After so much city bike, it feels really strange riding the subway now. But it was really cool, a lot of fantastic poetry. I myself am not a super deep understander of poetry, but it was really cool because I remember seeing Adrian doing poetry back in high school at little like slam poetry nights that we used to do like once a week, and it's really cool to see her doing it again, and now obviously in a much more professional capacity because she's being published and stuff. And anyway, so I left that night and was super inspired, and you'll hear about that a little bit more in my TV section. Let's get right to it!